Manchester United fans in the UK, Africa, America, Asia, Australia, and all over the world, this is the video you cannot afford to miss. We have a massive challenge ahead, a mountain we need to climb if we want to finish top for this season. To reach our goal, we must finally beat the teams that have haunted us in the past few years. Teams like Brighton, Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham, these are the sides that have punished us home and away. Let's focus on Brighton first. Brighton is the one team we haven't beaten at Old Trafford since the last time we beat them in February 2022. After then, they've dominated us completely, 6 wins in total, 3 at home, 3 away. This isn't just another Premier League game, this is a must-win in front of our fans, and today, I'm going to break down the best formation and tactics to finally beat Brighton at Old Trafford, a feat we haven't achieved in years. If you're new here and love deep, tactical football analysis, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. This is going to be detailed, intense, and everything a Manchester United fan wants to know before the match. Let's get into it. Many people see Brighton as a small team, but let's be real, this is far from the truth. They have never lost at Old Trafford after February 2022, and since that time, they've beaten us home and away multiple times, completing league doubles against us. Even this season, Brighton has already faced 3 of the Big Six, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Tottenham, and they didn't lose a single game. Let that sink in, a team that keeps United from winning at home, and doesn't falter against the Premier League's top clubs. They are fast, disciplined, and lethal, and we cannot underestimate them. Now, we just achieved something huge, beating Liverpool in Anfield, something we hadn't done in years. That win shows that this team can do it. But now, Brighton awaits, and at Old Trafford, we must secure the 3 points. We must also do that we haven't done in years like we did in Anfield. The question is, how do we do it? That's what this video is all about, the perfect formation, the perfect tactics, and the right players to finally beat Brighton at our home ground. So let's get straight into the main business of the day, the best lineup to use against Brighton. The formation remains the same, 3-4-2-1, a setup that balances attack and defense perfectly for the type of game we expect. Starting with the goalkeeper, we have Lamans. He has been outstanding this season, making crucial saves and giving the team the confidence we haven't felt for some years now. His communication with the backline is excellent, creating a solid foundation from the back. For the right central back, I choose Yoro. I'll explain why in the tactical breakdown shortly, but just know his speed and ability to cover space is key against Brighton's fast attackers. At the central back position, we go with Ligt. He's been incredibly consistent defensively, reliable in duels, and perfect for controlling the middle of the defense. On the left, Luke Shaw is our pick. He's been a monster at both ends of the pitch, excellent recovery runs, overlapping support in attack, and rock solid in defense with blocks and tackles. Now to the wingbacks. On the left, it's Dorgu. Dalot should never play here, he's too inconsistent. On the right, Ahmad. Yes, it's a high-risk choice, but the high-reward potential is massive, and I'll explain why in the tactical breakdown. Moving into midfield, the engine room of the game, we start with Casemiro, who was brilliant against Liverpool, even with his aggressive style that can attract cards, but the fact he can be replaced like we usually do makes it better because he can't play 90 minutes even. Next to him is Bruno Fernandes. While he may not shine in deep midfield, he consistently delivers crucial passes that win games, and we should also substitute him like we did in the last game. The 2 number 10s are tricky, because this is where the balance of creativity and threat comes into play. I will go with Mason Mount on the left, and Bumo on the right. Both have been impressive, and how we use them could determine the outcome of the game. I will explain soon. Up front, the striker role goes to Benjamin Sesko. He's crucial for winning first balls, controlling second balls, and launching direct, fast counterattacks, which is the heartbeat of this system. So let's talk tactics now. Firstly, no tactics or formation will ever work if the players don't fight. You can have the perfect strategy, the ideal lineup, the best game plan, but if the players don't bring intensity, determination, and focus from the first minute to the last, everything falls apart. Against Liverpool, we pulled up an incredible performance, everyone contributed, everyone fought for every ball, and executed the plan with discipline. But now, the big question is, can we replicate that intensity at Old Trafford? Because Brighton are just as important as Liverpool right now. Every single match counts, and we cannot underestimate any opponent. Every game must be treated as a Champions League final. There is no room for slacking, for taking moments off, for letting your guard down. The players need to show up mentally and physically, even more than they did against Liverpool. Brighton have weapons that can punish any lapse in focus. They have Welbeck in good form, capable of exploiting small spaces in the defense. Their wingers are incredibly fast, direct, and relentless. One slip, one misstep, and they can punish us immediately. We cannot sleep at any point, not for a second, because these players will exploit it. So in this tactical breakdown, I will go in depth on Brighton's strengths, explaining how they attack, where they are dangerous, and how we can neutralize those threats. Then, I'll also highlight their weaknesses, showing exactly where Manchester United can exploit them, how we can control the game through counterattacks, set pieces, and tactical positioning, and how we can capitalize on every mistake Brighton makes. So, let's dive straight into Brighton's strengths, because understanding them is the key to knowing how Manchester United can get the best from this game. Brighton are an all-round very good team. They can keep possession, play very direct football, and hit you hard on counter-attacks. In short, they are always ready for whatever challenge they face on the field. But above all, the most dangerous thing about Brighton is how quick they are on the ball. The last time they beat us at Old Trafford, it happened in under 5 minutes, a perfect long ball and counter-attack, and that's exactly the kind of threat we need to prepare for. This is where the formation and player choice becomes crucial. Our 3-4-2-1 setup exposes us to long balls if we aren't careful, and we've seen it happen multiple times this season. Brentford did it, Manchester City did it, even Liverpool almost punished us, but we were lucky that the woodwork kept us in the game. Now the big question is, can we be lucky again against Brighton? To deal with this, we need our fastest central backs, and that is why I chose Yoro, Ligt, and Shaw. These are the players who can recover quickly, cover spaces, and deal with Brighton's long balls and pace. Even I don't want us to play a high line, but the reality is this, keeping a slightly higher line reduces the space between midfield and defense. With it we don't play very deep. We tend to push forward a little, so they don't press us so very deep, while we keep a midfield block, but it comes with risks. Brighton's wingers are explosive and lightning quick, and if we always overlap on the right wing, they will punish us. If we don't have fast defenders on that high line, long balls will finish us. Remember the Isak chance last game? We were lucky the goalkeeper saved us. Now we face Mitoma, Minte, and Welbeck, and we can't rely on luck this time. That's why the plan is simple: play a compact, balanced game, don't overcommit in possession, don't play too much high line, don't press too high, and let the counterattacks do the work. We need to repeat the midfield block strategy we used successfully against Liverpool. Sit back, absorb pressure, and then hit them on the counter. Even at Old Trafford, that approach is what gives us the best chance to win. The last time we beat Brighton away last year, we had less possession, and that worked in our favour. Whenever we had more possession, we struggled. This formation is designed for direct football and exploiting space, not possession for its own sake. Yoro's role is critical here. When Ahmad overlaps, Yoro must cover the space behind him. If we lose the ball during transitions, he needs to slow down Brighton's counter, and luckily, Yoro is fast enough to do that. Brighton defenders have their own strengths too. They are excellent at winning first balls, which is why I decided to start Benjamin Sesko. Against Liverpool, we rarely won first balls, but we capitalized on the second balls. Remember that header from Van Dijk that led to Mbeumo's goal? That's exactly how this strategy works. Against Brighton, Sesko's presence is critical to challenge for first balls, because winning the first balls allows us to dominate the second balls. It gives us better chance to win the second balls, which are essential for a team that thrives on counterattacks. Even if Sesko doesn't win the first ball every time, at least he can test for it, giving us more opportunities to win the second balls and stretch Brighton's defense immediately. That is why we need Mason Mount, because he can contest for every ball, he can fight for every ball, and it gives more chances to win the second balls. Lastly, Brighton can exploit spaces, something Manchester United has historically struggled with. We often leave gaps at the far post, leaving players free to punish us. Salah almost punished us, Burnley did it, even Brighton themselves last season did it. We need to be vigilant, watch every potential threat, and ensure we don't give them easy openings in the far post. Brighton are excellent at finding the free man, so our defensive awareness must be at its peak. Neutralizing these threats is essential for controlling the game and executing our strategy successfully. Now, let's punish Brighton's weaknesses. One of the most obvious areas we can exploit is their wingbacks. Brighton's wingbacks love to push forward and join attacks, which can leave them exposed at the back. The best way to take advantage of this is through quick, precise counterattacks. By winning second balls or capitalizing on their mistakes, we can hit them fast before they get organized. That is where Mason Mount comes in. He can help us win balls in the midfield. He is a hard worker. Every team needs that hard worker that helps them win balls. Brighton often makes errors when they feel comfortable with possession. They will misplace passes, leave gaps, or overcommit players, and we need to exploit those moments ruthlessly. But it's not just about letting them have the ball. Yes, counterattacks are our primary weapon, but Brighton are dangerous when they dominate possession so much. They move the ball quickly, find space between our lines, and have players capable of punishing any lapse in concentration. That's why Old Trafford is so crucial. This is our fortress, and we must use it to our advantage. We cannot allow Brighton to dictate the tempo completely. We have to make them react to us. And a key factor in executing this plan effectively is Benjamin Sesko. We already have a goalkeeper, Lamans, who can send precise long balls to initiate attacks. But without a striker like Sesko, Brighton will win more first balls and dominate second balls, and that will make our counterattacks much less effective. Sesko's presence ensures we win possession in their own half, immediately reduce their time on the ball, and stretch their defense. This is the most effective way to play in a system that doesn't rely on keeping possession constantly. Our focus is not on holding the ball, but on using possession wisely, winning it at the right moments and converting those moments into chances. By winning the first or second balls in their own half, we can reduce Brighton's time on the ball. We need to win more first and second balls consistently. Every ball we win gives us an opportunity to attack, exploit gaps, and threaten their defense. Whenever we are not on possession, we have to maintain the compact midfield block, maintaining balance and control. And importantly, we must not rush the press. Pressing too aggressively will leave spaces in the midfield for Brighton to exploit, and that's exactly what we don't want. We also need to start the ball on a very high tempo like we did against Liverpool and Chelsea. Scoring an early goal will help us in performing our tactics effectively. An early goal gives us the opportunity to maintain that midfield block and hit them on counterattacks because they will come out to play and then we can hurt them more. And there you have it, Manchester United fans. This is the blueprint, the formation, the tactics, the mindset, everything that makes us competitive against even the toughest opponents. But at the heart of it all is one truth: no tactics, no formation, no strategy can succeed if the players don't fight. Every game, every minute, every duel, they have to give everything on the pitch. That's the foundation of this new Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. We've seen glimpses of it against Liverpool: the intensity, the focus, the precision in counterattacks, the compact midfield, the discipline in defense. And it worked. But we must replicate that spirit in every game, whether it's against a big team or a side like Brighton. Because every opponent is a test, every match is a battle, and every point counts if we want to finish in the top for this season. Trust in Amorim is key. He's building something special here, a team with identity, a style of play that's direct, dangerous, and intelligent. And while results take time, the foundation is strong. If the board continues to support him with the right signings, particularly in midfield and defense, Manchester United can not only challenge for the top four, but slowly, surely, return to title contention. So, fans, it's on us too. Support the team, believe in the plan, and understand that football isn't just about numbers or stats, it's about fight, spirit, and unity. Every player needs to step up, give their all, and execute the plan on the pitch. That's how we win games, that's how we climb the league table, and that's how we finally start dominating teams like we used to. If you enjoyed this detailed analysis and want to stay updated on tactics, formations, and match previews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Together, we'll follow every twist and turn of Manchester United's journey this season. Remember, fight on the pitch, trust Amorim, and support the team every step of the way. The season is long, the challenges are real, but the path is clear. United we stand, and together we will rise.